Starting our special broadcast from Srinagar, we're broadcasting tonight from Asran Nav, a traditional bathing boat. It's been a fascinating election day in Jammu and Kashmir. Nobody knows who's going to form the next government and in what combination. Though, of course, the PDP has emerged as the single largest party and Mufti Mohammad Saeed is still being regarded as the favourite. But will he choose the BJP or will the BJP seek to form the government, seeking support perhaps from the National Conference? We've also, of course, as we just heard, had Omar Abdullah dropping a bombshell saying he's willing to support the PDP. Now, one of the politicians who's been grabbing the headlines is Sajjad Lone of the People's Conference, who's not just won his own seat, but has managed to pick up another seat as well. Sajjad, of course, described the Prime Minister as his elder brother. There was even talk at one time that the BJP may want to back him as the Chief Minister. Could that still happen? Well, Sajjad Lone spoke to me earlier on whether he'll sit in the opposition or support the BJP. Sajjad, congratulations on your victory. Let me ask you how you see the verdict. What's the big picture? It's a completely fractured verdict. Omar Abdullah said it's a messy verdict and it's unclear whether any combination will be able to form the government.
Well, thanks, Barkha. I think the first question is the national media needs to ask itself, and the whole question of exit polls, especially before elections, where they had given, say, PDP 40 seats. I personally knew, I think I talked to you off record and I had given you a figure of 26 for PDP. And it was 28. We all knew it was going to be a hung verdict. And, I think it will take time for the government to be made. And let's see who goes with whom. But I think everybody is open to actually work with everybody else, apart from, of course, Congress and BJP. They wouldn't work, but I think apart from that, whatever they say on TV, on record, most of them are willing to work with each other.
What do you make of Omar Abdullah's comments to me that he's even willing to support the PDP? He said if Nitish Kumar and Lalu Yadav can come together, why can't I support the PDP? Is that something you think the PDP will take seriously?
Well, they could, but you see, the shelf life of such proposals is not, very long. It is a limited shelf life. I don't think it would work. Maybe, for a starter, it could be there. It's one of those idealistic ideas which doesn't really work in practice.
What you think is the big takeaway of this election?
Well, it's to be very honest with you, Barkha, there was a lot of hype created around these elections, and especially around one particular party, that was the PDP. And it helped them. I think what we need, although I have to, compliment the Election Commission of India, they provided an even play field as much was realistically possible. Although I cannot say the same for Kashmiri bureaucracy and the J&K police, who created the most confusion in these polls. I think they also need to understand that they cannot become impediments in democracy in perpetuity, that they need to learn and know that things are evolving in India, and that old practices cannot be used in the year 2014. The biggest takeaway, I think, is the fractured verdict, and I really feel that in the next 6 years, 5 years, you're going to see a lot of changes. We have seen a lot of big faces losing, old for the last 20, 30 years, who had dominated the political scene. I think generational shift, a proper generational shift, not something ornamental, somebody at the top coming, but a proper generational shift is probably taking place.
Sajjad, can I ask you, you met with Narendra Modi, you met with Ram Madhav, you described Mr. Modi to be your elder brother, and you even said at that point that they're trying to create a fear psychosis, they're trying to make me seem like a BJP supporter. The BJP today has spoken about possibly even trying to form the government. Will you support the BJP, or are you also open to supporting one of the other formations that may emerge led by the PDP?
Barkha, look, we are a small player. We aren't big players. We just have 2 seats. And by, the natural behavior, by our natural trait is that we are rebels. You know, we were in separatism. That was also a sort of a rebel. You know, ideally we would be in the opposition. We would love that role. But we're not averse to being a part of any power sharing structure. And when I say any means any. But not because we want to have a ministerial.
So it could be the BJP, so it
feel
could
that
be
we
the
are
BJP,
wanted.
the PDP, the NC. You're saying it could be anybody's government and you're willing to be part of it?
Just hear the full sentence. I'm saying that normally in power sharing structures, you get a ministerial berth thrown at you. You know, we really believe that we have a future in the long run. We believe 2020 will be our time. We'll work hard. 20 is a very humble and a dignified, 2 is a very humble and a dignified entry. We will not do anything which will scuttle our chances for 2020. So being a part of a government where you actually are powerless, we will never be a part of that. We will prefer to sit in the opposition. And I think most likely that is the role I think we might end up having.
But if any party approaches you, you're willing to consider being part of their government. Is that correct? Or would you prefer the
Depending
BJP?
if I can contribute.
Would you prefer to be with the BJP?
No. I don't have any preference for BJP or for Congress. It could be the Congress also. I don't have any preference, Barkha, none at all. But, you know, it's time for people who were, you know, pointing fingers at me, who thought I had an alliance with them. And I'm sure, you know, they have opened up their channels of communication with BJP. Well, they have opened their channels of communication with BJP. So I'm sure they will have a lot of answers, questions to answer.
How do you see your own journey, Sajjad? You went from being separatist, your brother is still in the Hurriyat conference, you're married to a Pakistani citizen who's the daughter of a Kashmiri separatist, the founder of the JKLF, and she campaigned for you in these elections. How do you see the multiple ironies of your own political journey?
It's not ironies, Barkha. I've enjoyed every moment of campaigning. I've told you when we last met in my last interview that I had with you, is that you know, there is something called evolution, and you know, it doesn't matter I have a Pakistani wife or my brother is in the Hurriyat. He has his own ideology and his own thinking. I still believe that boycott is its shelf life is gone. It's an expired medicine, and it will do more harm than benefit. I think it's stupid to call for boycott, but equally stupid would be if New Delhi thinks that all the issues in Kashmir are resolved because people vote. So, you know, we can't match stupidity with stupidity. If they're issuing boycott calls, people are not obeying the boycott calls, and if now New Delhi thinks that everything is fine because everybody is voting, that will be the biggest mistake. Overall, I'll tell you, you know, these multiple ironies that you talk about, you know, I've enjoyed every bit of it.
Yes.
There has been there has been a lot of pain. I've lost my father to bullets. There's been a lot of pain, but you know, I'm enjoying. I don't regret even a single decision that I've made. I don't regret at all. My time in the time I spent in separatism. You know, we are a people of many parts. A part of us is in Kashmir aspirations. So you could say I worked there for 5 years, 8 years, 10 years. But then there is other part called grievances, day-to-day problems. The area I am in is my father's hometown, Kralpora block. You come and see the poverty here.
Yes.
You know, it stares at you. These people need a different level of you know, succor. They also have aspirations, but you can't you know, have all your energies towards just one thing, that go after the aspirations. There are other things. People need jobs, people need relief, they have grievances, and now there is a part of me which is tending to those grievances. I have no regret, no guilt, my hand on my heart. Whatever I'm doing, I'm proud of it, and I'm proud of my people who, despite all odds, tons of money, big parties, power, whatever there was, and here we were, feeble, small, you know, and they came up and rallied behind me. So, you know, I'm proud of them, and I'm so
absolutely
happy.
And congratulations.
You know, I'm enjoying what I'm doing.
And Sajjad, congratulations not just for your victories, but for all the risks you've been willing to take along the way. Very briefly, a last question to you. What's your gut? Who is going to be the next Chief Minister of Jammu and Kashmir? Will it be Mufti Saab? Will it be a surprise factor? There was even talk of you at one time being backed by the BJP. Who do you think will be the next Chief Minister?
नहीं नहीं, मेरा तो सवाल ही पैदा नहीं होता है, लेकिन मुफ्ती साहब का भी मुश्किल ही लग रहा है। वो शेरवानी लगता है उनको अभी टांग
मुश्किल लग रहा है।
मुझे
तो अगर मुफ्ती साहब का भी मुश्किल लग रहा है तो कौन बनेगा? तो कौन बनेगा फिर?
If I were him, you know, Barkha, if I were him, I would consult an astrologer, because they कभी-कभी टाइम खराब होता है. Like yesterday, he must have been on the top of the world with the exit polls, and today that's politics. And let me tell you, I'm making, in a lighter vein, saying I have the highest regard for Mufti Saab, and he has been one of the topmost chief ministers, a topmost politician.
Yeah.
But I really think
Yeah.
that his stars are, as on date, they're not in the proper alignment. He might have to go and see an astrologer.
All
But
right.
there could be a surprise. Yeah.
All right. There could be a surprise. There could be a surprise. All right. Very interesting. Could it be a dark horse in the race? Sajad, you're ruling yourself out right now, but who knows? Stranger things have happened in politics. Congratulations again. And thank you so much for talking to us. Congratulations on your victory. The former separatist turned mainstream politician, married to a Pakistani citizen. Many, many ironies of this election.